What up, YouTube? It's your girl Dee. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. So I'm back with another reaction video for you guys. But before we get into the video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. It is free to subscribe, share, and like the video, and turn on your notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. All right. So title of this video: $40 cat for sale, baby. Oh my God. Women are honest about what they are doing. So we're gonna hop into the video. I know y'all curious as to what this video is about, but I'm gonna go ahead and play it for you. Make sure you chime in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts on this one. Let's hop into it. Here we go.
All right, ladies, now food stamps getting ready to get cut off, and I hate to be the one to tell you this. I hate to be the burial of bad news, but I'm gonna need y'all to get out here and start selling that cat again, okay? Because back in the day, our grandparents was not worried about how they was gonna feed these kids, because they wouldn't mind going out here and getting on these blocks. Hell, y'all gonna have to go ahead and start selling some cat. Okay, I don't want to hear nobody online complaining about all food stamps. There's a bunch of dumbass out here in these streets running around ready to pay $20, $30 for a piece of, because them niggas ain't.
Now see what I'm saying? See, this is what I be saying, how women talk about men. They calling you dumb ninjas because you willing to pay money. This is, I say it all the time. A lot of these women are talking about y'all behind your backs, about how dumb you are for paying them money for what they're offering. This is how, look, there's a bunch of dumb ninjas out here running around who will be too desperate and will be willing to pay you for, like, that's crazy. I talk about this and I say it all the time. This is how women talk about men. They don't respect you. They don't view you as anything valuable, but they want your money because they believe that you're desperate for it and you'll just go out and give them money for it. This is why women request deposits and money, all this and all these things to date you, because they know that there are men out there who would do it. I said it before. This is crazy. Let's continue.
Let's go ahead and use up these men that's already washed up. All right, do what you gotta do. Just wear some protection. That's all I got to say. I'm just saying.
Now, I can go into a plasma center, hold my arm, I let them draw my blood, and they give me money for it. So that means I just sold them some blood, my blood. I can be an organ donor, donate my heart, donate my kidney, whatever. And whoever gonna be the recipients, they got to pay for it, because they ain't finna get nothing for free. So I done sold my organs. Yeah. But now tell me why, when I'm ready to sell my ass, I got to go to jail. This is my ass. That was my blood. These my organs. But when I got to sell my ass, I'm going to jail. So if I say I'm donating, I donate ass. I don't sell it.
Else we don't talk about enough, even if he could actually afford it, a lot of SWs, like SWs, like women who consider themselves SWs and are in that profession, they do not engage with black men.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
I did research on this years ago, and I remember like going to these platforms and these spaces where SWs advertise. I even talked to various SWs, and a lot of them explain that for safety reasons, and primarily the biggest reason is because of the hangups that black men have about giving money to women, especially non-white women. They do not encourage women new to SW work. Women, like, they don't encourage, and they don't themselves accept black men as clientele. And this was true in my research and the work that I did. This was true across demographics. Like, regardless of the woman's racial identity or ethnicity, a majority of the women had a policy that they would not interact with black men for safety reasons.
So there's discrimination in sex work now? Have y'all ever heard of this? Have you, any of you watching this, have you ever heard of this? So there's a group of SWs, as they call it, sex workers, who won't accept black men who are trying to get some from them? Why? Aren't they paying customers? Have y'all ever heard of this? Please chime in. I've never heard of that. You mean to tell me that there's segregation in the community? Learn something new every day. Let's continue.
And for reasons of finances, not being exploited and scammed or taken advantage of. So yeah, I guess he would have to wait till it's $40 because he's dealing with women. He needs women that are completely desperate and destitute, where they have no other option but to tolerate someone like him.
I to make money. I got them drawers in their pocketbook, clock it. So I'm like, the show told me like, hey, first I was selling coochie before I came. Literally, I was selling coochie when I went to go audition for the show. So
you was selling coochie for real?
Yes. Yes, I was selling it since I was 18.
A nigga was paying to hit that for how much? How much? All my life I've been fucking fat for free. Everybody's selling coochie now, huh? And you proud to say that you did it.
Let me help y'all get y'all clients together real quick. Cause see, some of y'all clients don't know how to act when it comes to booking a bad like yourself. So listen up, cause these are the rules, girl. Not suggestions, rules. Rule number 1, grooming. Hygiene is everything, baby. I don't care how fine he is. If they pulling up stinking, baby, cancel that appointment, block him, and tell every bitch in the game they feel like I don't want. He not about to rub that musty ass unwashed dick on you like you some community bitch.
Now, these are some of the comments, y'all. So the first one says, commenting to stay on 304 Talk. So that was 304 Talk. Trying to get into the game. Okay. Then the creator responds and says, purchase the ebook, babe. Then somebody else says, am I a 304? And she says, nope. But do I listen to every video? Yes. Then the creator says, thank you, babe. And then somebody else says, taking this game more seriously. Man. Now, we know that holiness is one of the oldest professions, right? We know this, and it's nothing new to this day. So it's still a big thing. But now it's publicized on social media. There's a whole 304 Talk where women actually record themselves talking about how they're set up in the hotel and what hotel rooms they're choosing, and they're set up as to where they're gonna do, their hoeing gigs, and how long it take them, and just the whole process. They run it down. They run down the whole process of what they do, how they have their clients come in, and how long it take, and they wash up, and then they get ready for the next client. I've never seen no ish like this in my life. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Now, I know there are women who are out there, but I've never seen it this explicitly up close. There's so many young women out here who are not ashamed by this whatsoever. They're proudly out here telling you about what they're doing. While the men who are participating in this, they don't want to be seen. They want to be anonymous. Because some of them are married. They got wives. They don't want to be exposed. Some of them just don't want their faces out there. They don't want you to know what they're doing. The men probably are more embarrassed than the women. Because, I mean, hell. Because I'm just thinking that if I was to go out there and be a hoe like that, I certainly wouldn't be filming it, and I wouldn't be telling everybody about it. You couldn't drag it out of me. Like, they out here proud to tell you their whole situation and their setup. To the point there's a 304 Talk where they allow hoes to set up shop and tell you about their whole situationships, like, then everything. I'm like, when I first saw that, I was done. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like flabbergasted. This is why there's no relationships. This is why men can't find women, because they all hoes and they out here that's living their best life as such, making their money, and they don't need you because they getting it in and getting paid too. Because as much as women like to think, women like to say, oh, the man getting the pleasure. No, I think they might be getting it too. They can get some pleasure out of some of it, I'm sure, while still getting paid. This is why relationships and the family values and all that is going out the window, because these women are making money on being hoes, and they can do it because there are men out here who don't have nobody, or just desperate for some more sex, or they ain't been getting none. Half of them got wives and they not giving them none, so they desperate, so they going out here and getting them some. So as long as you have men in marriages, single men out here with no woman, these women will always be in business. Because some man is sexually deprived. So if you got a majority of men out here who are sexually deprived, how else are they going to get relief? So they got to go pay for it. As long as there's men who are in need of some loving, then these women will stay in business. And there's no real need for them to go out and try to build a family with one man and work with him and then work together, and they struggle and build together, when they can just go make their money laying on their backs and make quick money. And then they could just do it all by themselves, which they will be doing it by themselves. But I'm saying that's why they're choosing it. This whole family life and all that, they don't have time for that. The bills need to be paid, and men are out here willing to come and pay them, so they getting them going. So, child, but it's really, it's kind of sad, but it's where we are. And I try not to be judgmental because it's your choice to do what you want, but it's kind of sad in a way. It really is. But I want to know y'all thoughts though. What do y'all think about this? Please give me your honest opinions in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts on this one. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.